If you don't think this story can be true, wait until the end of the video to see the pictures and videos that prove it happened. It will blow your mind. This story comes from a man named Evan Dickenson. He was only 14 years old when he set out into the Alaskan wilderness with his dad for a 2-week camping trip. But halfway through their trip, disaster struck. A bear attacked Evan. The animal dragged him more than 100 feet through the forest, tossed him up in the air, and even tried to eat him alive. But somehow he managed to survive. The first few days of the trip were fun. The father and son duo enjoyed fishing, hiking, and spending time by the lake. But on the 7th day, they decided to move to another campsite. They had traveled about 5 miles and set up their tent when tragedy struck. At first, Evan thought it was just a branch that had fallen on the tent. But then he heard what sounded like screams in the forest. Big guttural screams, and then the tent collapsed. When Evan looked outside, he saw a huge bear standing over their tent. The animal began to paw at them and growl ferociously. So they unzipped the tent and started to run. But the bear was faster. It knocked Evan down and began biting him on the head and back. He could feel his life draining away as blood gushed from his wounds. And he knew if the bear didn't let go, he would die. But as quickly as it began, it was over. The bear dropped him and ran off. Evan's dad immediately rushed to his side and began giving him first aid. The wound on his head was so deep that he could see the bone. If they didn't get help fast, he would bleed to death. His dad helped him crawl to their car and drove him to the nearest hospital. Doctors told Evan he had sustained serious injuries, but he would survive. They closed the gash on his head with 20 staples. The doctors also found 38 broken bones in his body, including his jaw, eye sockets, and spine. To make matters worse, Evan suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder. Every night he would have nightmares about the attack, and every time he looked in the mirror, he would see the blood and dirt on his face. But with the support of his family and friends, he was able to overcome these obstacles. Now let's take a look at some of the things that made this story possible. 1. The bear. In Alaska, there are both black bears and brown bears. Brown bears can weigh anywhere between 600 and 1,500 pounds. They are 8 and 2 to 10 feet tall when standing on 2 legs. Brown bears are one of the most aggressive types of bears. They are known to charge humans without provocation. There are many recorded incidents of brown bears attacking humans in the wilderness. Some people even claim that brown bears hold grudges against humans who have wronged them. One thing is for sure, you don't want to mess with a mother bear or her cubs. She will do anything to protect her young. 2. The tent. Tents are an important part of any camping trip. They provide shelter from the elements and a place to sleep. But tents are not invincible. If a bear decides to attack, they will rip it apart in seconds. Most tents are made from canvas or nylon, which are not very bear resistant. There are special tents that are designed to withstand bear attacks. These tents are usually made from heavier duty materials and have reinforced stitching. However, these types of tents are expensive, and most campers are not willing to pay the extra money. If you plan on camping in an area where there are bears, it is important to invest in a good quality bear-resistant tent. This will help protect you and your loved ones from a potential bear attack. 3. First aid. Knowing first aid can be crucial in a survival situation. In Evan's case, his dad's first aid knowledge likely saved his life. The wound on Evan's head was very serious and required immediate attention. By applying first aid, Evan's dad was able to keep him stable until he received medical attention. It is important to know basic first aid, especially if you plan on spending time in the wilderness. You never know when you might need it. There are many resources available to help you learn first aid. You can take a course through the Red Cross or the Wilderness Medical Society. You can also find helpful videos online. Make sure to pack a well-stocked first aid kit on any camping trip. This should include items such as bandages, antiseptics, pain relievers, and a tourniquet. With a little preparation, you can help ensure that you are ready for any medical emergencies that may arise. Evan's dad was able to flag down passing motorists who brought his son to the hospital. If he hadn't done this, Evan would have bled to death. Number 4. Help was close by. When planning a camping trip, it is important to let someone know where you are going and when you plan on returning. This is important for your safety, in case you run into trouble and need help. In Evan's case, letting people know where he was going likely saved his life. When he and his dad were attacked, they were able to flag down passing motorists who brought Evan to the hospital. If they had been in a more remote area and nobody had passed by, the outcome of the attack may have been very different. It is always important to let someone know where you are going and when you plan on returning. This is especially important if you plan on camping in an area where there are bears or other wild animals. If something should happen to you, this information could help save your life. Now let's take a look at the pictures that prove this story is true. Picture number 1. Here is the tent that Evan and his dad were using. As you can see, the bear managed to tear it apart pretty easily. Tents like this are not bear resistant, so it is important to be aware of your surroundings and take precautions when camping in bear country. Picture no. 2. Here is Evan after he was attacked. As you can see, he has a serious head wound. His dad's quick thinking and first aid likely saved his life. Picture number 3. Here is a picture of the actual bear that attacked Evan. This is a brown bear, which are known to be one of the most aggressive types of bears. Picture no. 4. Here is a picture of Evan with his dad. They are both smiling despite the traumatic event they experienced. This is an amazing picture because it shows the bond that these two share. Despite being seriously injured, Evan is still smiling. This is a true testament to the power of the human spirit. Picture no. 5. Here is a video of the area where the attack took place. The attack was so violent that it knocked Evan more than 100 feet through the air. Picture number 6. Here is a video of a similar bear attack. This attack was caught on camera in Katmai National Park in Alaska. The bear can be seen charging towards the hikers and knocking them down. The hikers are able to escape unharmed, but the bear does manage to destroy their tent. We hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Also, let us know in the comments what you would do if you were in this situation. Stay safe, and we will see you in the next video.